Hello, soldiers. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. You know it. We're here for some more debates, ladies and gentlemen. What is good? Sorry, let me put the camera back just a little bit. That's a little close, I'm sorry to say. You're like right up next to my face. What was going on there? Why'd you guys get so close? Kind of rude of you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for another set of MAGA debates. You already know. We've got 4 hours and 30 minutes on the civilization timer. Howdy. Howdy. What's up, SBC? Good to see you. Turn down the music. Jesus Christ. All the way? Why was it all the way up? Who did that? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call in. We are looking for those that still support this administration somehow. Somehow. I don't know how you do, but we're looking for you. It is 4:20. That's why we have such a long broadcast today. And, you know, you got to celebrate. You got to celebrate the occasion. And, you know, we've had some very interesting already. Right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, we got some callers.
Call from.
I don't know how you do, but
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
hello. How are you doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. So, do you disagree with anything I've said on the live so far, or with the prompt?
I actually want to go back to your prompt, I think from 2 days ago, which was about the Democrat Party is the best solution for America. I think it was something like that.
Interesting. So, are you over the age of 18?
Yes.
You are? When's your birthday?
When's my birthday? Oh, January 5th.
Yeah?
2000, yeah, 2001.
2001. So, you would be 25 years old.
Yep, that is correct.
You're 25?
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, all right. What do you disagree about the Democratic Party?
Here's what I would say. So the American political system is just intrinsically broken. It's a two-party system, which has its benefits.
Whoa.
What? Oh.
I'm just, that's a mind-blowing, I've never heard that before. I've never heard that once before in my life.
I get the humor, man. But I'll humor you. Look,
Ooh, you'll humor me. No, I'll humor you.
Okay, what? Republican and Democrats, two-party system. There's benefits to that. There's negatives to it. I'm also a Canadian citizen, so I also see the benefits and costs of a parliamentary system of republic, and so I can see the negatives and the positives. What I'll say is I'm not a fan of the Republicans right now. Okay, I was MAGA all the way, 2024, supported Trump.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, hasn't done anything that I supported. Broken promises are littering this entire past year, and I'm super disappointed in him.
Well, I'm interested in that. Like, for example, most people that still support Trump, they say things like, you gotta wait, you gotta take time. So why are you off the Trump train so quick, you know?
Well, I don't think it was too quick. I mean, I think I was on it till probably a couple months ago. I would say I was on it even after he hit the nuclear plants in Iran, which I disagreed with, but I was still on it. I really left it just a couple months ago when it became aware that prices were not going down, and Trump really was not doing much to fix America. And so I just kind of said, you know, this admin, screw these guys. They're not doing anything good for me. But I also look at the left, which are to some degree represented by the Democrats, and I say I don't really see the benefit in them either. So
What do you mean? So I support the Democrats because they have historically been good on affordability. You know, they've lowered the deficit the debt every time they're in office. And I also look at, you know, we have a big party, you know, we have a big tent, as they say. And so we have a large variety of ideas. We have more moderate Democrats, we have more far left Democrats. So I personally think that, you know, while you may not agree with some members of our party, we have a lot of moderates that are willing to negotiate on things. And they're
Well, I
far
would
more
say
bipartisan too.
I would say, here's the thing: is that the argument you just gave, some of it is applicable to the Republicans in the sense of when
Mm,
we're discussing, there is a variety of opinion on the right. There is, and I know there's a lot of people on the left. I don't know if
I
you're.
don't think there's
Yeah.
so
Okay. So I know where you're going to
well
stand on this.
just
You're going to say
before Trump, I would agree, but now it seems like
even
it's
now. I
Trump's
mean,
way or the highway.
Massey, Rand Paul, they're
But
still
these are
opposed to
people
him.
that are alienated by most of the Republican Party because of their opposition to Trump.
Sorry, what? People are alienated to the Republicans right now.
Yeah, they're being
Oh,
alienated by the
I would agree.
party.
I would
I
agree.
mean,
I think
if you want somebody who is like Massey, I think Massey's a good person for the Epstein files. Some of the stuff he says isn't the best, but you know, I
Oh,
agree.
I
A
love
more
Matt.
bipartisan way
I love that
is
guy.
what I hope for the Republicans. I'm very afraid that they're going to go further in their extremism and not really after Trump. I feels like they're going to go further in their extremism, before they come back to a more bipartisan area.
What do you mean by going further into their extremism? Are you talking about like
Well, kind of like a Tucker
right?
Carlson route, like a Candace Owens. These are major thought leaders, and that gives me, you know, kind of pause.
Okay, Candace Owens. I don't know about you, but as someone like I've listened to her. Look, I don't. Not a ton of people listen to her seriously. I think quite a few do. I will agree with that, but most people don't. Tucker, on the other hand, a lot of people do, and I'll say I like what a lot of Tucker says. I disagree with some stuff, obviously, but I
I
like a lot of
think
what he says.
so. My issue
And the
with
left agrees. I mean, Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur, they love. I know you probably think they're clowns, but I
well,
have some
I
newfound
think
respect for them.
the reason I have an issue with Anna Kasparian, Tucker Carlson, all of these people, is because they give this quick fix solution. You know, get rid of the immigrants, get rid of the donors. It's all this stuff that, you know, sounds good on paper, but doesn't really change
All right,
anything,
coming.
and isn't really it doesn't describe how we're gonna do things. You know, that's why I have an issue with Hassan as well.
All right, cool. All right, well, awesome. Talk to
Yeah.
you later.
Well, I hope you have a great day, man. Thanks for
You too,
calling
man.
in. Peace. All right, gave him a little bit to think about. You know what I'm saying? How many people's minds have I changed? 1 million. I've changed 1 million people's minds. They call me the modern day Charlie Kirk, actually. That's what they say. That's what they say, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, feel free to call in if you guys disagree. We are looking for those that still support this administration somehow. I don't know how it's possible, but there are supporters out there. Who likes how... Whoa, that's a fucking weird question to ask. Mr. Smiley Face, I think you've got some issues going on. 100% it reserves our resources for our people by not giving it to all the illegal immigrants. I'm sorry, that's not true, Ditzy. What really would be a meaningful change to our society is if we broke up these goddamn mega corporations and got them to actually compete for their workers, you know? Workers need to be seen much more as free agents, not just a labor pool. But companies don't treat people like that. No, Jeb. I've convinced you. Jeb Common is my most proud My most proud accomplishment. He's a total lib. He just pretends to be MAGA. Union? Yeah, well, Biden was amazing with the unions. All right, Mr. Smiley, we're not here for your poetry, okay, man? I appreciate the poetry, but you know, do that in your own high school's like poetry section. Don't bring it here. You know, I did poetry, ladies and gentlemen. Little fun fact about me, in high school, I was quite the poet. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. Anyways, LOL, foreign lobbies are draining your money. No, it's not foreign lobbies, bro. No, it is the 1%. The 1% has a vast amount of wealth, and I think it's not really fair for us to cut social services just so they can have a little bit nicer of a, I guess, jet. Like, for real. I'm a retired union worker. Most union workers vote straight D, except this last presidential election. Well, I think the reason for that is Donald Trump kind of lied to a lot of union workers and said, I will be for them. But then when it comes down to the brass tacks, he's totally okay with Amazon's efforts to union bust, Starbucks, all of them, dude. He's totally okay with it, and I think that's sad. You know, I'm not a total socialist, but unions are very beneficial to the worker. And I'm all about making my average American's days better. You know what I'm saying, guys? They all say union because they want the votes. Well, I would look at the history of the Democratic Party versus the history of Republicans in terms of unions. Something, I don't know, man. I've got a vibe that they're probably not the best. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call in. We are looking for those that still support the administration. I know it's hard. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and it gets me boosted out there in the algorithm. So I inconveniently discovered I have a white hair just growing right on my mustache. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we got a caller.
Call from
James.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press...
That's a child. And if you guys didn't see, it does say, must be 18 years or older. So, anyways, your wife is Mexican. That's good. I just read that randomly. Sorry, I don't know if we're having a deep combo. My bad. Yep, bye-bye when it gets real. Well, hell yeah. I'm always serving straight facts here, guys. That was me. Cooper, if that was... Okay, I get that was you. You sound like a child, though. It's not a child? I don't know. That sounded like a child to me. How old are you, Cooper? Did anyone notice Creepy Joe only snuck up behind white-born women? Wow, I'd rather have Sleepy Joe sniffing hair than whatever fucking Donald Trump's on. Dude, what's in 4 hours? Dude, what's in 4 hours? Dude, what's in 4 hours? I'm 11? Ooh. That's what, you will be unbanned in 7 years, my friend. Good luck. Good luck. I don't support Trump. Well, Cooper, I'm sorry, but if you couldn't read, it's 18 years or older, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening in 4 hours is the end of the stream. Unless we get one super chat. We already made basically the amount we need to, so... if we get one super chat, we'll add an extra hour and allow friendly call-ins, and we'll have the vote on the rightoid of the day. It's because it's the end of civilization, Giants. As we know it. Yeah, focus on civics class. There we go. I need a screen caller? What's that? Oh, to screen someone? Yeah, I usually mute it, but usually people... You know, I assume people can read. This shit's boring and I support Trump. I'm sure, Giants. I'm sorry that I offend you. Anyways, feel free to call in. What a memer. Feel free to call in, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think about the Kash Patel story about how he's basically an alcoholic and that's the reason he fucked up the Charlie Kirk case? Hello from California. Howdy. Praise be AI Jesus in all his artificial glory. Hell yeah, dude. He's the flame. He's the flame, ladies and gentlemen. I said I hate Trump. Okay. This man's upset. Giants, why are you so upset, man? I like how you put that gay lip ring behind my cleft palate. I guess I have a cleft palate now. Hell yeah. Does that give me like +5 in jaw strength or something like that? Shout out to SBC using the exclusive membership emojis you guys can get. Anyways, feel free to call in, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for people that disagree. Unfortunately, I know it's hard to actually express your ideals, especially when you're a Trump supporter, because you don't really have the vocabulary to do that. And I wish you well. I wish you well. A lot of people are alcoholics, quite a few are senators and other politicians. Well, I think that Kash Patel is an especially, his faucet is especially leaky. They need to keep their greasy little paws off our children. Interesting. The Epstein files will never be released. That's not true. A Democrat's gonna release that because he's not gonna be, he or she, my bad, is not going to be bound by whatever Donald Trump is. Donald Trump isn't releasing it because he like cares. Like, he's doing it because his friends are in it. He literally said to Marjorie Taylor Greene, I do not want my I don't want my friends to get hurt. He said that to Marjorie Taylor Greene. What an idiot, by the way. But can you believe that? Oh, I love that song. We Are Charlie Kirk. Oh, such a great song, guys. Nancy and Paul Pelosi are full-fledged alcoholics. No, they're not. God, it's like you guys got so offended by our based Democratic Stacys and Chads that you guys just can't get over it. We are Charlie Kirk. Amen, man. We're all Charlie Kirk on the inside. I want to get a picture. Never mind. That's a little edgy. Well, you know, since it's been such a topic on here, I think a fetus coin picture would be pretty funny. Fetus coin. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel and it gets me boosted out there in the algorithm. I do 2 shows every day, one in the morning and then one in the evening. If that interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out. And you guys are absolutely killing it, so I appreciate that. Since I'm on YouTube Shorts, I gotta repeat that a little bit, but that's alright. Charlie was America first and final. Well, is that why they got him? Is that why Trump got him, man? MAGA are cross-dressers? I haven't heard about that, but that's interesting. Go pour some concrete. No, man, I'm trying to be the next Joe Rogan. I'm gonna be the next Joe Rogan, man. What are you talking about? Am I a communist? No. Charlie Squirt. That's not good. That's not good. Anyways. Trump is an incompetent fool, says Will. Amen, Will. I agree with you. What politicians are you guys going to vote for? For I heard about 5 or 6 of them are going to jail. I haven't heard that, Jose. I'd be interested to hear about that. What's up, Apollory? That's a dope name. Shout out. That's a sick name. Barley Gurk? Yeah. Trump is a draft-dodging coward who's leasing out the military to the highest bidder. I could see that, for sure. I could see that. Trump is what? A stinker. He's a big stinky head. Yeah, Trump is an idiot. We all know that, though. We all know that. You know, it's just MAGA slowly coping. Whoa, you're bewitched. One of my biggest fans, actually. Recently, they've been a really big fan. I'm on public assistance? Fuck yeah, dude. I hope you're using it well. No, I think it makes us look weak. Millionaire explorer. I think it makes us look extremely weak when we constantly waffle and flip-flop on things. Because if we were a smart negotiator, we wouldn't have even needed to bomb them. But we're not. We're just unfortunately headed by some very incompetent leaders. And I think that's sad for the country, because I love this country. I love what it represents, and I love the people of it. But unfortunately, MAGA thinks we need to remake it in the image of Trump and his oligarchs. I am too high to make a genuine comment or anything right now, but I do know that Trump looks like an orange creamsicle. Amen. Amen. Shout out if you guys are celebrating 420. That's what the break was for. Anyways, feel free to call in, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to call in. Let's see. Oh, we did get a call in, actually. Now, I do call people back, so if I miss your call initially, I will give you a call back or two. Okay? But I don't know if MAGA can count that high. Yeah. I love the silence. It's very amusing, eh? This is what we call dead air in the radio space. Hello?
Please leave your message for 386.
Whoa. Don't start talking to me like that. You gotta know my first name. Anyways, feel free to call in. Nationalist ideal, says Kyle. Ugh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Says the guy who didn't pass preschool? Who's that? I passed preschool. With flying colors, mind you. Flying colors. I passed it with absolute colors. Yeah, Mr. Good Citizen. We got a lot of people talking in the chat, you know. MAGA is getting in their thumb exercises for the day, which is good, but we like to have actual conversations, so... Forefathers White European says, people like you make America look weak. I'm sure, man. I'm sure I'm the one that looks weak. I'm sure, you know what, I think you're probably built like a Viltrumite, man. Just absolutely, I'm sure of it. Towering over man. I'm sure. Just built like a Viltrumite, dude. You're probably, I don't know how you're even typing on a phone, man. Alright, Macman, if you say that again, you're gonna be considered a spammer, and I'm gonna have to time you out a little bit. Okay? Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome, man. I hope you appreciate it. Here, let me do it in your signature voice. Thanks for the shout out! Poor man reaches some high octave levels. High octave levels, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to call in, though, MAGA. We are waiting for those that still support the administration. I know it's hard, but considering all the talking points in chat, it should be pretty easy to destroy me. Absolutely throw my body across the fucking floor. What? I don't know. Trump had no choice but to release the files. Yeah, I mean, that is true. He's bound by law to release them. Thank you guys for the reactions, by the way. The reactions do get me out there in the algorithm. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call in. We are looking for those that are still somehow supporting the administration. Now, I don't know how that's possible. I really do wonder if they exist out there. And if you guys are enjoying, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I do 2 shows every day. One in the morning where I talk about news, politics, and get a little gaming done. And one in the evening where I debate people. So if that interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyways, so how are you going to save us? I'm gonna be the next Joe Rogan, man. And I'll preach to the masses. That's what I'll do. Republicans are extinct? Yeah, it really is all MAGA now. It's kind of sad to see. Like, I want a more bipartisan Republican Party, but they are not on it. They are not on it. Other presidents didn't have the balls. Bro, what are you talking about? You smoked meth with Obama back in '92? Fuck yeah, bro. Sounds like a crazy experience. How many aliens were there? We dealing with the tall whites? Are we dealing with the grays? What are we dealing with? MAGA loves talking about Trump's balls. That's very true. It's, something I've noticed in my long experience of debating here is that these guys are very homoerotic. I don't know what it is, they can't stop sexualizing me, whether it be me, other people. It's just very sad to see. So, I don't blame women for not wanting to join the MAGA movement. That's just pretty, you know what I mean? Live up to Joe Rogan. It's not very hard. He's like 5'3". He is so short, dude. He is so short. It's very sad, actually. That's why, have you guys seen his body recently? It looks like it's like contorted into like an alien human hybrid. It's not good. I don't know if that's steroids, if that's like, I don't know if that's natural, man. Cutie Pie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're a lame soft cock. See, here we go again, Jared. Why are you talking about my penis? That's so strange. That is so strange. Joe Rogan would fold me in half. Nuh-uh, I could just hold my hand out like this and he'd be running against it. Poor guy. He'd be running against it like in a cartoon. It'd be making the noise. Whip, 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 wing! Poor guy. Anyways, feel free to call in if you guys disagree. Oh, we did just get a call. All right, let me give that call a call back.
Telephone number 8.
Here, we'll try what? Try calling again, whoever just called in. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I was playing some music. Oh, we got an unknown caller. These are always a gamble, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm rolling the dice. Steven. Hey, Steven, how are you doing today? There we go. Steven got the fright scared out of him. He said, no, not in front of all those people. I don't want to get embarrassed. Hey, don't shame short people. That's not cool. Okay, shorty. I'm like 5'9", dude. I'd probably be considered short compared to the fucking Goliaths we have right now. Trump doesn't make the country look weak. Yes, he does. Stinker.
Call
Oh,
from
we got more calls.
Jessica.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, Jessica, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Are you over the age of 18?
Yes, I'm 21.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just have to make sure. So do you disagree with anything that's been said so far, or with the live? I didn't quite hear that. Didn't hear that. Shout out. I think I convinced him pretty quickly, actually. That's just how I do it, guys. I'm just that good at convincing people to vote for Democrats.
Hello?
Hey, you called into the live?
I did, yeah. Did I get through?
Yeah. So did you disagree with anything that's been said so far, or with the prompt?
No, man. Honestly, I hate this administration.
Oh, got you. Well, we do typically do friendly
Put through
call-ins
the
at
I got
the
you.
end of the show, but I appreciate your support, brother.
Yeah, no, 100%. Keep it going, baby. All right.
Hey, hell
Talk to you
yeah.
later,
Take
big
care,
dog.
brother.
Bye-bye.
Cool guy. Cool guy. I can say, that man, that guy's like 6'3". Easy 6'3" right there. Easy 6'3", ladies and gentlemen. Jesus, you're bewitched. Is your bewitched? Guys, do you think that's the guy that always calls in that has that Jersey accent? He's one of my favorites, I can't lie. Alright. So, unfortunately, I think we've already given Jessica a chance. Sorry, dog. You get one shot. You gotta make it work, You just have to. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Shout out to Gregory. Fuck Trump. Amen, man. Amen. Wonder what 6'7" sounds like? Oh my god, you got me to say it, bro. Whoa. MAGA is bigly cooked? Amen. A fucking man. Goopinder, good to see you, by the way, man. Good to see you. What? I don't have a Jersey accent, and I'm the one that schooled you on the Second Amendment and guns. I don't remember that happening. Do you guys remember that happening? I don't. I do not remember that happening, unfortunately. Anyways, feel free to call in if you guys disagree. We are looking for Trump supporters. And if this type of stream interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe. We do 2 shows every day, one in the morning and one in the evening. So if that interests you, hit the like and subscribe button. Oh my god, bro. Lip ring on a guy is equal to a female nose ring. Here we go again, man. What's happening in 4 hours? The end of civilization. Don't you guys see? It's the end of civilization. It's gonna be all over. No, that's when the stream ends. That is when the stream ends, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, feel free to call in, guys. I really like your streams, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. You think more gun laws... No, I've never said that in my life. I think you must have talked to a ghost version of me, or like a schizophrenic construct. I did not ever have a conversation like that, I don't think. My memory could be failing me, guys, you know. I'm not saying it won't, but I don't remember that conversation. I don't remember that conversation at all. Gay love, gotta love it. Amen. We love the gay love out there. We love the straight love, the gay love, all loves. We love love from the H3 podcast. We love love. Lobbying is pretty lame. Well, I agree with you, and so do most Democrats. That's why we are the only party that supports striking down Citizens United. Why are you gay? That's a great question. I don't know. This is silly. Bye, says Scotty. Well, Scotty, I'm sorry. I'll take it up with HR. I'm so sorry, dog. Literally, you're a dog. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Holy fuck, with the gaslighting on the screen? What am I gaslighting? This is a fact right here, ladies and gentlemen, and if you disagree, feel free to call in. Trash pedal? Trash pedal. Is that like a Cash Patel meme? What does it mean to lobby? So essentially, it's a set of interest groups that pay politicians money to advocate for their positions. That's all it is. I think it's bad, but we gotta get rid of Citizens United before we can do anything about it. Anyways, feel free to call in if you guys disagree. We are looking for those of you that still support this administration. How about Hegseth quoting Pulp Fiction, thinking it was a real Bible verse? No way, did he do that? I had no idea he did that. Is that true? Chat, is this real? Seek help? I don't think I need help, Karen. I think you need help. Rankin. Gundam Wing Endless Waltz is legitimately a Christmas movie. I used to have to wait in line in a mask to use a restroom that elderly... What? I have no... That is a schizophrenic post, my friend. I think I'm gonna copy that. That's a new text post. Here, we're gonna copy that and we're gonna paste it. Guys, see if you can decipher this, please, while I talk to this man. Or woman. Actually, that might not be very long. It's an unknown number. Yeah. Oh, dude. No, I wanted to... He said, "What's up, YouTuber?" No, I wanted to see what he was gonna say. Those are always the best. Yeah, fuck Trump, he's an asshole. Amen. They're always the best. They're like, "You fucking YouTuber, you don't know shit." It's very funny, actually. I'm hoping he calls back. Do I know any gay Republicans? Not really. They're a very rare breed indeed. Had speed trains throughout the entire country? That'd be great. It's just, how do we pay for it? You know what I mean? That's a post that clearly shows drug abuse? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Are you okay, Kalb? Kalb, brother, get help now. It's okay. The walls aren't closing in.
Call from. To accept, press.
Yo, what's up, gamer? How are you doing today? Hello? Are you okay? Everything going all right? Yeah, can you hear me?
So, I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing, brother. So, did you disagree with anything that's been said on the live so far, or with the prompt?
No, actually, I was just scrolling through, and then I was like, before I start listening to what you're saying, I just read your thing. It said Trump makes America look weak
He
Disagree.
does.
Call
so do you disagree?
747-217-1624. Okay, so I haven't really, so I purposely have not been putting any thought into what's going on, I guess,
In politics, or
it's like I don't pay attention to it enough. Why do you agree, disagree? What is it that catches your time to like fucking like do something like this?
I like talking about politics. It's been my passion ever since I was young.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think is the most important thing as
The most
a
important thing
society
in the world? I
that
don't
we
know.
should
Probably that we should fucking
focus
figure out
on
light speed.
rehabilitating? Because obviously people.
What's up? Hello?
Okay, I had to turn off the YouTube thing, dude, in order to talk to you. It's way too much delay. So
Yeah,
you
there
like
is a
talking
delay
about
on there.
politics. This is more about something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah. And I'm able to make a profit while I do it. I think that's amazing. And I'm only able to do it because I have the best community on YouTube. So,
Well, that's awesome that you're transparent about that, brother. Wish you the best. This is not a hate phone call.
got you.
I definitely just wanted to see like what were your motives, and the fact that you're transparent about that, I respect that. And keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was the good
Have a good
ending to
one.
this call. I like that. That was the good ending, guys. We got the good ending. Hell yeah. There's two ways those calls can go. There's two ways. It can go one way or another. And I'm glad it went that way instead of the way we've all seen before. Good ending. Lion Man says Trump is awesome. That's interesting. That caller wasn't stupid. Don't say that, Thomas. That caller may someday be your president. You never know. And he's going to remember exactly what Thomas as 9226 remembered or said about him. Trump spending $2 billion per day on war? I know, it's so fucking ridiculous. Good music choice? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It's from Front Mission 4. Very good game. You guys should check it out. Retired Life in Dipolong says, God bless Trump. Where's Dipolong? Where is that, man? Yeah, how many homes could we buy with $2 billion a day? I guess we'll never know. I just got 300 push-ups. Reminder, your mind quits way before your body dies. Stay hard, don't quit, and push yourself into the darkness because you will achieve so much more. That's a motivational bot. That's interesting. I haven't seen those before. I like it though. Yeah, keep it up, man. Like that messaging. Just maybe don't spam it, you know. Just an idea. Are there at least some minor policies? Barely. He's an incompetent leader, so like not really. I feel like Kamala or someone else would have done him better. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and gets me boosted out there in the algorithm. Hey, did you call into the show? Hello? Who am I talking to right now? Is it the ghost in the machine? I guess not. I guess it's just, I don't know, guys. What's going on? I can't hear you if you're trying to talk to me. Are you caught in some time vortex or something? That's not good. You should probably avoid stepping in those. Well, I wish you luck and prosperity. Good luck getting out of that hole. I don't know. Feel free to call in if you guys disagree. We're up to 84 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are interested in these debates, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do 2 shows every day, one in the morning and one in the evening. So if that interests you, don't forget to like and sub, because we have a lot of fun on this channel. We really do. The next members only live stream, we will be talking about Agartha and Hyperborea, so get excited for that. What's up, Aeon Eugene? That's a cool name. Trump is horrible, so who the hell cares about Kamala? For what Kamala would have been. Yeah, I agree, and I think Kamala would have been a great president, dude. I think it's embarrassing that we have a leader like Donald Trump when we could have had a diplomatic Stacey like Kamala Harris. I agree. Kamala was far better of an option, and I think it's so sad that the Republicans cope. About Kamala, the open border policy, she wasn't in charge of the border, man. Fuck Trump, he's a horse ass. Yeah, I agree. Major asinine horse, I guess. Anyways, feel free to call in. We are waiting to hear from the MAGA faithful. We're waiting. I don't know if we'll hear them, but we're waiting. Sing a new tune, mate. Do your research. Why don't you do your research? She was not the border czar. It was Mayorkas. You know she was the border czar. Well, I mean, no. Put down the pipe, dude. I think you need to do that first, you know? If you do it, I'll do it. I'll stop smoking tobacco if you stop smoking meth. How about that? Anyways, feel free to call in. Feel free to call in. Stop lying. No. Not that I'm lying at all. I only tell the truth here. What kind of name is Cash Potato? Oh, Cash Patel? Yeah, I know. Excessive drinker, that guy is. I think it's very sad to see the amount of cope come from MAGA. I mean, and it's a lot of keyboard warriors. You'll notice that now. You know, as much as they like to criticize the left for being a bunch of SJWs, they quickly find out that they are put in a very similar situation by their dear leader. Very sad to see, honestly, guys. And, you know, I would check in on your MAGA relatives right now. Just make sure they're doing okay. I don't know if they're doing so well, especially after these midterms. We're killing and kidnapping other presidents. How does America look weak? I think you just answered your own question, bro. We had to resort to killing and kidnapping people. I mean, that's usually the last resort, not the first. I'm a fruit, apparently. What fruit am I? That's an interesting question. What fruit do you guys think you are? Anyways. We are looking for those that still support this administration. I think there's a very few amount of people who do now. And usually they're a more interesting type. Like, there's been a recent, I've been bringing it up recently because somebody just recently informed me that there's an economy on baby fetuses. I was not aware of this. I didn't know there was an entire baby fetus economy. But I guess there is. And so I haven't heard about that before, but I give you cherry vibes. Hey, the cherry's a good flavor. Typical soft, weak Democrat. Oh, poor guy. He's coping. This is the first step. What's 50% of the population? MAGA? No, that's not true. I'm an avocado? That's good. Avocados are fire. They're actually considered a berry, fun fact. Guys, I'm telling you, you learn something new every day, so might as well like and subscribe. Worth it. It's totally worth it. Porky is a mango. Mangoes are good. I don't think we're gonna get bombed, RB Scooters. I don't know who do you think said that? Yeah, stage 1 is always denial, Kafka. It's always denial. Gotta research 1800s. Now talk to you know something. Now talk to you like what, bro? Mac man, you're not making sense, man. Please call in. I think you're having a schizophrenic episode. Have you heard about the aerospace scientist disappearing recently? I only found you a few nights ago. Remember you talking about Gray's aliens jokingly? I mean, I haven't heard about that. I'll look into it. I always like a good conspiracy, but I usually make fun of these ideas. I don't take them seriously. And the only reason I bring up Gray's is whenever somebody brings up like an incredibly stupid idea. Like, for example, that we're trading baby fetuses like an economy. It's not, hey, we don't make it on the, we don't sell the babies, okay? We sell, the cost comes from the delivery fees. God, that was such a great conversation, dude. I hope that guy calls in again. That's an insane fucking claim. We are, there's a baby fetus economy apparently. By the way, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. We're up to 27 likes and 68 concurrents. Hey, what's up, guys? If you're new here, I do 2 shows every day, one in the morning and then one in the evening. So if that interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, comparing me to Mac Miller, that's an incredible, thank you. I appreciate that. But if you voted for him, you support him, no? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you did. You do. Although, that's not really true anymore, as massive waves of disenfranchisement have hit MAGA voters since they realized that he lied! Whoa! Can you guys believe Donald Trump, infamous bullshitter, lied? Color me shocked. How could we have seen this coming? I mean, that was just, I mean, it's like they fucking took the reality goggles off. These guys are still yapping about presidential election like it matters now. Trump's approval rating is 38%. Dems are winning every single special election. Like, come on. Amen, Porgy. Coming in with the facts, ladies and gentlemen. Broke Sam Smith? I'm actually, I'm being paid $1 billion right now. I hope you realize. $1 billion kajillion, actually.
Call from
Jonathan.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So do you disagree with anything I've said on the live so far or with the prompt?
I'm sorry if I'm not a helpful call-in person. I've only watched for about 30 seconds. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I am very conservative, very far right. And I would definitely argue for I just don't like him because I think he grifted everybody. But I support mass deportations. I support all kinds of stuff that he said he was going to do. I support the ending of H-1B visa programs.
Well, the Republicans
like
are
that.
never going to do that, man. They're never going to do that because they run on immigration.
Yeah,
and
they're
I don't know why. You know, why do you not believe in the idea of like the American melting pot? Like, I think our core ideologies of freedom, liberty, and justice for all are extremely transient. They can be used in so many places, and that's what America is. I feel like I kind of know where you're coming from. Maybe I'm projecting some views that you don't hold on to you, but I really appreciate immigration, man, because as as our population, native born Americans are less interested in having children, we can continue the idea of America through immigration and integrating these people into the most, amazing nation on the planet. There's nothing else really like it.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have a problem with immigration inherently or from like a first principles based perspective. I think that our current immigration system has failed because we aren't getting integration or the melting pot that we were told about in the 90s or early 2000s or whatever. The
So,
idea behind it.
oh, yeah, yeah, my bad. Didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good, bro. Interrupt me at any time. I think that I'm okay with immigration in principle. I think that one of the biggest problems we have is that this is the first time in human history that I can think of, is the modern West allowing immigrants to come in who don't have to show any fealty or loyalty or gratitude to the
Well,
incoming country. Like every empire has had immigration, but it's always been an assumed thing that you had to show fealty, loyalty, and
so
gratitude, and
I
that's
have a
what's different
question.
now.
So I think that uh so you're talking about like people not integrating, and there's
Well,
actually a
both. There's
couple
cultural
ways. So
integration, and then there's just them
yeah,
being
so I think the
anti-American.
culture of America is it's super transient. So it can be applied to whatever culture they originate from, and you'll get something that's American, and that's what I believe in. So, and the second part is I do think we need to if we're gonna handle immigration in a way, we need programs where the state can place immigrants that are much more. Red states have a big issue with allowing immigrants in, and so they go to the blue cities where there is a distinct culture and stuff, and sometimes they feel very isolated. And I feel a great way to actually integrate a lot of these people is to put them in smaller towns. Small towns need huge resources of labor, and I
Yeah,
feel like they'd get the American feeling. But red
I would
states
actually
don't
support that
sign
as long
on
as
to
we don't
that,
have them. Yeah, I would actually 100% support you. I think that's a fantastic idea as long as you purposely separate them. So like there should never
Well,
be
well,
3,000
I
of them in a single town. But yeah, I would love that. If you spread the Somalis across the whole country, they wouldn't have been able to do what they did in
well, the
Minnesota. They
Somalians
would have
didn't.
integrated it into America, for example.
So the only fraud found by the Somalians, just to address that point, is only about $9.2 billion in feeding our futures. Now, Trump has said he's investigating, but I think we both know that these
Hmm.
investigations like treason for Obama kind of they don't really seem like they're getting
No.
any ground. So I do caution that. But yeah, I do think there is smarter ways we can think about how we integrate our immigrant populations,
Hmm.
And I'm not, that's not racist of me. That's just a fact. And it can really
No, I
and
agree,
it
man. I
can
think a lot
help.
of the
I
left
think
would
it'll
call you racist,
benefit.
though.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of small towns would benefit from having people that want to experience the American dream and are finally living in a prosperous area. The way that happens though is we do have to have immigration reform. And I just
Hmm.
there's no political will by the Republicans because I think the Lankford bill, it was pretty Republican in my opinion, reclassifying amnesty to make it harder to get,
Mm.
flooding funds to the border if they reached a certain to reach a certain if border encounters reached a certain threshold. And that's how you stop immigration, or not stop immigration, but it also expanded ways to become a legal citizen. And I think we really benefit when we have these people here who are bringing new ideas. Diversity of thought, I think, is super. It has a lot of potential. I think that's how we've come so far, personally.
I don't know about that. I mean, diversity. I agree with you. Diversity of thought is probably, it's in my mind, the only diversity that truly matters. like everything else becomes pretty symbolic, just tokenism at
Well,
that point. Like, oh, we've got our Asian. And by the way, I'm a POC myself, which I
well,
hate
yeah.
that term, but so I know all about tokenism, dude. My father is a refugee, so I know all about the immigrant experience too. I
So
would say, I mean, we
I,
we touched on a lot of issues here, but yeah.
yeah, so I don't really, I'm trying to remember point you brought up, but I kind of forgot about it. My bad. But I don't know. I really don't think there's many issues with just reform on immigration and stuff. Would you support the Democrats, for example, if they brought forward a bill that was similar to the Langford bill, except it had a couple new additions, like anybody in the country illegally that's been here for 5 years can apply for a citizenship test and stuff like that. Like, would you support that? Because that would address the issue of illegal immigrants coming in, people crossing the border.
Well, it's all about fidelity in the end, right? So I'm sure that there's a policy, like a set of policies that you and I could come to a decent agreement on. And then I guess what I'm saying is I just have no faith in long-term political will to actually hold through
Well,
those policies in high fidelity. You know, we tried
well,
an
we have
amnesty
already seen
thing
an
30 years
example of it,
ago.
though. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we already seen an example of it with the Langford bill. The only reason it was shot down was because Trump said he wanted to run on immigration. And so I
Right. So
really
we
do
haven't been able to
think,
see it, right? We haven't been able
well,
to see
we've
whether they
seen
can
it on
hold it
a,
with
we had
fidelity.
a whole bill on the floor. That's actually a very good thing because now people that want to propose similar bills can look to that bill and say, where did this go wrong? What
Sure,
happened and
sure.
why did it fail?
Sure, it might be great policy, but what I'm saying is that I have doubts about, even if it was passed, I have doubts that it would be applied and stuck to with a lot of efficiency and fidelity and honesty in the long run. But I think it's great. I'm sure we could come up with a bunch of policy stuff that we would agree on. I
Well,
personally
the
don't care
Democrats
about
support
that
this.
stuff
This
until
these
we
are
clean
all
our house.
well, these are all Democratic positions. You know, we want border reform. We don't use illegal
I don't
people to
think you can
vote and
widely.
stuff like that.
I don't think it's any more fair to say that reasonable immigration reform, with some of the things you're talking about, is a universal
I think it
Democrat
is.
idea.
I
Is
think
that
it
in the?
is.
I'm not a
All
big
the
DNC
Democrats
or RNC
supported
guy. Is that in the
I
DNC platform?
the reason I point to that because all the Democrats in Congress and Senate voted for that bill and it only didn't pass because all the Republicans didn't. So these are official
Sure.
positions, you know.
So
Democratic
but
leaders have
wait, but is
said we
that
don't
part of
support
the?
illegal immigration.
Is a call for immigration reform part of the official DNC platform?
Yes.
It is okay. I'm not trying to be argumentative, man. I'm
Oh, okay.
happy.
My
Like when
bad.
when
My
I get off
bad.
the phone, yeah. When I get, I hope I've
Yeah, we
signaled so
have
far. I'm
said
not
we
here to
want.
snipe little points with you, bro.
Oh,
I'm happy
yeah.
to like look up the
My
DNC
bad. My
website
bad.
when we get off the phone. No, you're good, but I'm gonna hop on the website and take a look. Like
Yeah.
I would love it. I would love it if they actually put that in paper on their website as part of their
I
official platform, that they are seeking immigration reform for the sake of lowering the number of illegals in this country. Then I would be in full support of that. Yeah, 100%.
but we
I just
also
don't believe that's
support
the case.
legal immigration reform. We need more ways for people to become legal citizens. But yes, the Democratic Party supports border reform and immigration reform. The
Yeah.
Republicans are the ones who don't want to vote on it
Why haven't Democrats passed any immigration reform that to that effect when they did have monopolies
because it
legislatively?
wasn't the political will wasn't there, and we did when Joe Biden was president.
What did he
That's when
do?
the Langford bill was tried to. Joe Biden worked on the Langford bill with Senator
Uh-huh.
Langford and a bunch of other conservative and Democrat uh, policymakers, brought it
Yeah.
forth. Most people said it was a great bill. They were going to vote on it. And then Donald Trump said, don't vote on it. If you do, you're a traitor to the party. And
Sure, sure. And then
it
the
died.
Republicans didn't vote for it, right? So, but that was at a time when the Democrats didn't have monopoly then legislatively, if the Republicans were able to quash
Well,
it.
Joe Biden had to clean up a lot of shit that Donald Trump broke his first
No,
2
no,
years.
I'm just asking you, like, because I don't know for a fact. Was there ever a point in Biden's administration where the Democrats had the House and the Congress, or did Biden always reign over an oppositional Congress?
No, he
I
had
truly
2
don't know.
points. Yeah, he did have 2 points where 2
Okay,
years where he did have
okay.
control by slim majorities, but
Okay, and then have there been
unfortunately,
points since, like, have there been points at all between Reagan's amnesty and now
bro, we
where the
can't go all the
DNC
way
has
back to
had?
Reagan.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just asking again, like, if you're arguing that the Democrats do have an actual
Yeah, what did
desire,
you
the
find on the
DNC has an actual.
DNC.com? Did you find out that
No, I
we
haven't
do
hopped on yet, buddy.
support
I'm on my phone.
immigration
I'll have to
reform?
wait.
Okay.
I'll have to wait till we get off this call because I just have my cell phone. I don't have another way to get online right now. But I
Yeah.
believe you. Like, I totally believe you, man. I'm not trying to. Yeah, like, I take your word for it that they have an official stance. I'd love to read it. I will when we get off the phone. I just don't believe that that's their true political will, because my experience living in majority Democrat states on the West Coast is that, like, they absolutely love and use the illegal immigrants in the same way that the right uses it in their billionaire class. They want the same free and cheap labor, and they want the voters that they get out of the exchange.
You can't vote if you're an illegal immigrant.
Well,
It's just
I
something
just
you
read
can't
a
do.
Oregonian article that at least 600 illegals voted in Oregon, so I don't know,
No,
man.
they didn't. I'd love to see that article. Why don't
Oh,
you
I'm
send
not,
it?
again, not trying to be arguing. I mean, let me put you on speaker really quick.
Well, you're
I
not
just
trying to
saw
be
it in.
argumentative, but you're throwing doubt into our election system, man. I love this country, so we're gonna get a little, we're gonna get a little argumentative,
Let me get the Oregonian article for you, dude. Hold on. I can put you on speaker. Oregonian. Yeah, I believe it was 600. I know it hit triple digits in the official count. Let me see. It started with just like a couple dozen, and the last that I read, it got up to triple digits. I may be overspeaking with 600. But trying to argue that it never happens is silly. The only
It
argument we had is
doesn't. We've had audits, and it shows that only about 50 people nationwide have voted illegally.
okay. So then it does happen. You're just arguing it's at a low enough frequency
Bro,
and intensity that we
yes, it's
shouldn't
like,
worry
why
about
would
it.
we give a fuck? Because we found them. And it's 50 votes. There are 330 million people here. Do you think those votes are like, oh shit. Hello? Oops. Think I may have accidentally cut him off there. My bad. Feel free to call back in. My bad, man. I did not mean to hang up on you there. I didn't realize I was on that option there. Oops. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. It really does help out the channel, and it gets me boosted out there in the algorithm. What are we talking about in the chat? I accidentally, here, I'll call him back real quick. Oh, well, we did have somebody call in before him, but that's all right. Hey, what's up? Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, dude. Here, I think.
Oh. Hung up. That's not good. Here, I'll wait for him to call me back. What gas are you puffing? Am I puffing any gas right now? I don't believe I'm puffing any gas. How has America looked weak? By bombing people that we could have made a deal with. That's my... Oh, no. Guys, I've dropped it. I've gone and done it now. I've dropped the double deckies. The double decky hedrons. No.
Call from.
Jonathan.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, sorry. What? He hung up. What's going on here? Is he getting hacked by the government? I hope not. That would be bad. Sorry, John. You should be puffing gas. It's 420. Well, if I was in a legal state, I would. But unfortunately, all I have is tobacco. Tobacco. Yeah, I dropped the double decahedrons, guys. That's not good. Obama gave 150 billion? Oh God, spare me.
Call from
Jonathan.
All right, sorry about that, John. I apologize, Jonathan.
Oh,
my
you're
bad.
all good, man. Hold on, let me close the YouTube so we don't get crazy echoes. All right, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man. Yeah, I found an OPB article, which is the Oregon equivalent of PBS, and
Got you.
they have. So I think what I was misremembering is there was 300 non-citizens that registered to vote in Oregon, and there was over 1,000 that were mistakenly registered, but we only had, it looks like, let me make sure, 13 illegal votes in Oregon.
Yeah, doesn't really sound like that big of an issue, eh?
Well, 13. I would argue that 13 is not
13, bro?
a big issue.
You think
I just said
13
no,
is
buddy.
worth having
Hey.
ICE agents at our election poll or our election spots?
Buddy,
13?
I just said 13 is not big.
Okay, good.
Yeah, dude, no, 13 is not big in a state of like, I don't know, 3 million or something like that.
Yeah.
Voters. Yeah, no, it's a small issue, but you know, when I was getting cut off, I was saying the
I'm
same
sorry
argument
about
of no, you're all good, brother. Mistakes. Now these things have huge differences in intensity, but from a principles-based argument, just because something happens infrequently doesn't mean it's not important or
No, it
we shouldn't
is
care about
because
it.
what this does is disenfranchise voters from going to the ballot box. What the Save Act would do would absolutely destroy our voting selection. It would decrease the people voting by wide margins, and most of those will be Republicans because they use a majority of mail-in ballots and other things.
Sure.
You're not
So
going to get
shouldn't
your
we?
Hispanic vote. It's going to be a massive Democratic blowout because we really care about voting typically. We don't just vote on election day. Democrats are
Well, then that
typically
would
the
be
ones to come out for like special elections. So we care about voting, but some guy that was just like, I kind of like Trump. Maybe he has a DUI or something, goes in there, sees a cop, over.
Right. So then wouldn't like the I don't know what's the word, cunning people on the left then be promoting the Save Act? Wouldn't they want it to then be passed?
No, because we
Like,
don't
don't you
care
want to
about
win?
just, we don't care about purely votes, man. We care about every American citizen.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, could we agree at least on a first principles based issue of logic that just because you can go ahead and still continue to think that illegal voting doesn't matter, that's fine. I don't care
No,
about that.
I won't. So I do not believe in your framing that just because it happens infrequently, we should still care about it. There are that in a vacuum is a good argument, but outside of a vacuum where actual logic happens and actually reality meets that logic, it doesn't stand up because there are multiple issues that we must focus on, and to dwindle it down to just one simple question of, well, this is happening infrequently, should we care about it? We should probably care about the things that are not happening infrequently. Do you disagree?
Do I disagree that we should not care about the things that happen? Okay, well, let's go with that then. Let's go with that. We should not care about the things that happen infrequently. How many unarmed black men get shot by police every year?
Whoa, bro, I don't know.
It's like 2 to 9 per year.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's
it's
look
single
that
digits,
number
dude.
up real quick.
It's the highest I've ever seen is 19.
Let's fact check that.
Sure.
How many African Americans? It's just hard for me to believe that.
Oh, wait, are you
because
going just black people getting shot, or are you going with what I said, which was unarmed black men?
Oh, unarmed black
Yeah,
men.
'cause
How
remember
many
that's what the whole
unarmed
BLM.
African Americans?
Yeah, that's what like the primary
Yeah,
thing
that's
about the
kind of
BLM
like the
movement was
thing though,
about.
right? Because like even
Right.
if they're armed And I'm still gonna look it up. But even if they're
Yeah.
armed, cops should probably be better at de-escalating a situation than
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
for sure. We need huge police culture reform. I totally agree.
Unarmed African.
I mean, just unarmed people getting shot by cops, period, is a pretty rare thing in America, but it's still a really serious thing that we need to address. Because
Black and
it's
unarmed statistics from
yeah,
the National Library of Congress. Let's see.
the highest year I remember seeing was 19, I believe.
I mean, what I would say to that is that doesn't fit within your framing personally, because that is not I don't think that's a small amount, even if it was that. But hold on,
Well, you're
armed
just changing
status,
what your
unarmed one.
objective
See, you're
decision of what
wrong
small numbers
actually.
are. Okay, how many unarmed black men get shot every year on average
Well,
in
this
America?
data is from 2015, from
Okay,
2015 to 19.
sure,
It's
sure.
100 or 99,
100
I
per
should
year?
say. So
100 per year?
99 divided, hold on, let's divide it by 4, I believe would be the correct number there. Let's take a look.
Wait, why are we dividing 100 by 4?
Because this is over the
Oh,
years
oh,
from
I see, per
2015
year,
when an
per year.
actual.
I got
Yeah,
you,
I
bro. Per
know.
year,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So 99 divided
So like
by
25
4
per year-ish?
be about 25. Yeah.
Yeah, 24 something per year.
Yeah,
So
I'd say that's statistically very high, personally. That's
how
a
many
large number. Just because
per
it's not.
100,000 is that, dude?
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, like
25.
you just said
Let's
like
consider
50,
the African
50 is a
American
small number.
population, and then 25 getting killed. What would be the? That's like 100 per 100,000. One person
Yeah.
getting killed. That's very statistically important.
We're talking about very similar numbers to the illegal vote numbers here.
Yes, but that is not. See, there's no harm happening if if there's only 50 illegal votes throughout the entire country. But there is
Right.
harm happening when there's when a single African American gets killed
Yeah, there's harm anytime someone
by
gets killed. Yeah.
unarmed,
Anytime
being
someone's killed. Yeah.
unarmed, obviously. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
tragedy regardless, but
there's harm anytime someone is killed, absolutely. And that's why I was trying to get you to like get rid of all of the political baggage for just a second, and just from a purely philosophical base, from like a platonic sense of thinking, the logical statement of just because something is a small number doesn't mean that it's nothing that for us to care about or worry about.
I
You
don't
were the one
believe that was
arguing
your
that, and I'm
framing
giving you an
originally. You said
argument.
something that you said if something is not as apparent and not important, we should still care about it. That's not
No,
the
that's
logic
not what
you
I said,
framed.
dude.
The logic you originally framed was that, my friend. Now we can
No,
goal
it isn't,
shift and
buddy.
say if
We can
something's
all
small number,
re-listen to
we
this.
can say small number bad.
I did say small number. Why are you being just, bro? We can all go
You
back and listen
didn't. Yeah,
to what
I know. We
said.
can all go back to it and listen how you said if something isn't as important, then it should be
What?
I mean,
small
maybe I'm
numbers.
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Buddy,
If
dude,
something's a small number, I don't
haven't
think.
attacked
I
you.
mean,
I've
a
been
grand
super chill.
philosophy, a grand philosophy of something small number doesn't care. We shouldn't care. I don't think I would have disagreed with that logic, because things can be small and still be statistically very big.
Well, I don't think things can be really small and statistically very big, but they can be small and be like morally or
No,
values
statistically,
wise,
like,
or virtuously.
for example,
too.
uranium, we got percentages there. If we fuck up on that, entire thing goes boom. So, no, that, and statistics, like I just mentioned, even 100,000, 1 per 100,000 people murdered is very statistically relevant.
Well, okay, what do you mean by statistically relevant? Because 13 illegal votes is statistically relevant.
No, it's not. It's irrelevant. Out of the millions votes cast, only 50 is not statistically relevant.
Out of millions of
It's a
police
bloop.
encounters,
It's literally
20
a
of them-
bloop. It's a rounding error.
20 out of how many millions of police encounters a year is like nothing.
20 out of how many? Here, we actually got it right here, man. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about you, but 3,090 cases between 2015 and 19, that seems pretty statistically relevant.
3,000 cases of what?
Unarmed murders.
I thought you just pulled the stat.
Or murders in general. My bad, not unarmed. I apologize.
Okay.
Murders in general. Or cases where police have
shot and killed someone.
Yeah, but we also, I mean, think about this. There's 65 murders a day, or 65 deaths, gun deaths alone a day in America.
Sure.
I mean, but you would say, oh, 65 compared to the 3 million people we have, 340 million people, that's not that big. But I would say that's very statistically relevant.
I mean, I think maybe we're confusing terms, man. Like statistics has to do with numbers. It would be very morally significant because human life has a lot of value.
No, you just don't want to talk statistically. You want to talk about morals.
No, I mean, that's where this whole point comes from. We should have a problem with unarmed people being shot because of morals, not because of statistics.
No, we should also the statistics help us in aiding those morals.
Sure,
and I don't believe you should base your morals in anything besides what's best for society and your own personal beliefs, typically.
What makes a cop shooting an unarmed person wrong? The number or the morality?
It's both. They are both important. The number shows if it's a systematic problem.
I didn't ask you what's important.
Bro, yes, I'm telling you, and you're not hearing what you're upset because of what I'm saying.
But what makes it wrong to kill somebody?
Wow. Okay, now we have to have this conversation. I think we all pretty much know what makes it wrong. Why it's wrong to kill someone.
Yes, that is an important thing to understand and know.
I think we all know. We all know. So why do we have to discuss what makes it wrong?
I think you don't want to answer because you know the answer is morality.
No, it's not morality. It's what's best for society. What? I mean, morality plays a part, but if we want to split hairs so deeply, we can split hairs, friend.
Yeah, let's split hairs.
What you're arguing against is that we should not use statistics when it comes to. Yes, you are. You are, bro. Then why are you fighting so hard against the statistics?
I'm not fighting against the statistics.
You are. You're saying things that are not statistically relevant don't matter. Or things that are statistically relevant don't matter.
Dude. You're the one that said that when you said that.
Oh, okay. You're just having a grand theological debate. We're just sitting here like fucking the thinker from Roman times, huh?
The thinker.
You're not implying anything by it.
No. The thinker was Greek. Okay, never mind. It's okay. It's beyond you, buddy.
Oh, it was Greek.
It's all good.
Greek.
It's all good.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You've got it all figured out, man. Killing people is not wrong because of morals. You're right.
I never said that, but you're implying it's the only thing that folds into the to the wider conversation, and it shouldn't.
It is, and you just don't realize
it's all morals. Yeah, I knew you were gonna get triggered when I said it wasn't just morals. Knew it, bro.
Here, let's try
because I think it all comes back to do you believe in the Bible, sir?
No.
Okay, that's interesting.
But
usually that's where that argument goes. But I don't think this is a meaningful conversation if we're just going to talk about the philosophical terms of which we believe.
You really struggle with putting words in other people's mouths. You really are bad at that.
Oh, do I? Do I now?
Yeah, and you already started our conversation by pre-apologizing that you were gonna presuppose opinions of mine, and that is what you've done this entire time.
No, bro, it's not a presupposition of positions. I'm engaging your positions, and you're not liking what I'm saying. You're saying, you're literally saying, okay, what was the point of asking me, where do we get our morality from? Or not even that, my bad. Do we pull morality? My bad, I said I apologized, and I'm rephrasing what you said to line up with what you said. Jesus, stop getting so triggered, bro. Are we done? Can we have a good conversation now?
Buddy, you've nonstop interrupted the entire time. I'm happy to let you finish your sentence.
Oh,
It's very
I've
confusing.
nonstop interrupted the entire time. Interesting. All right, so let's hear you talk. Why did you bring up the fact that why do we think murder is bad? Why did you bring that up? What was the wider point of that?
Because we were just coming out of, you were arguing that killing unarmed people, unarmed black men by police in this particular case, is bad because of morals and statistics. I am arguing that it is only because of some system of morality, whatever one you want to ascribe to. It seems like you very much ascribe to like a Benthamite materialism, which is great.
Benthamite materialism. What the fuck is that, bro?
I thought we weren't going to interrupt each other and be like,
Oh, I'm
normal
sorry you got
people.
triggered when you insulted me. I know that's an insult.
Wait, really?
I'm a materialist? You don't know what I fucking believe, dude.
But, okay, go ahead and write this down. And like,
No, I'm not gonna write it down. Stop acting like you're like this wizard that's imparting me with genius.
So
this is not a good conversation. People are.
Okay. It's called utilitarianism, and you really don't even know what materialist utilitarianism is, and you're trying to have political conversation.
Bro, yeah. Oh my God, I don't know what materialist
You think that he's saying that you follow Jeremy Bentham's way of thinking?
Bro, holy fuck, bro. I didn't know I was talking to such a engaged scholar. My apologies, bro. Please enlighten me who Jeremy Bentham is.
Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham. He was
all right, enlighten us. Tell the class.
He was a British politician. He was a British.
Okay. So I think we know why I don't know about
250 years ago. Yeah, I mean, do you know who George
Washington is? Holy fuck! Yeah, probably makes sense. I don't know about him. Sorry, I don't study the scrolls like yourself, sir.
Do you know who Plato is, or George Washington, or Thomas Jefferson?
No,
or
who are they? Can you explain?
Or Nietzsche? Well, I mean,
who are they?
I think you do know, but I think you realize that belies.
No, I think you realize that you are just sounding like a pompous prick. You're like, oh, I know all this shit. I can't talk to the layman.
Well, I can explain it to a layman very easily, but you just keep interrupting.
It's here we go with the interruptions. Mm-hmm. Cry some more, please. I was not interrupting you. I stopped you. I will stop you if there's ever like a point that needs more clarification, but
buddy, when I said that you're espousing a Benthamite materialist utilitarian ethos, you flipped out, interrupted me, and said you knew I was
because it's annoying,
you.
Bro. It's like you sound so pompous.
I was insulting you.
Bro, you sound so fucking pompous. Like it's so embarrassing.
I used like a normal high school word.
Huh?
Utilitarian is like a super basic word, dude.
Bro, I know what utilitarian means. Please stop with this fake fucking ivory tower shit. It's so embarrassing.
One meaning of the word materialist, and so.
Bro, why are we having this conversation that I originally started with you saying it's not statistically, or it is super statistically important that 50 people illegally voted worldwide in the United States election? Yes, it is. You said it's super important. I agree with you that it's a small number. Why did you have this conversation then? If you're just going to concede the point.
And everyone that was here that watched it can remember that I agreed with you that that's a small number, actually.
But your argument is that small number is actually big news. That's your argument.
No.
Yes, it is.
Again, dude,
I dumbed it down for everybody that was listening. His argument is small number, still big important.
No. Let's try this. Okay, can we do this? I'm literally going to take 10 seconds. Do you think you can do it without interrupting?
Floor's yours.
Okay, my argument that led us to this point was that just because a particular phenomena only has small amounts of it happening doesn't necessitate that it is a small.
You're past your point. That was 10 seconds, man. Sorry.
No, I finished. I'm good. If you still,
I don't know. I think you were continuing on something, but
I mean, I get it. High school is hard. It's okay, buddy.
Oh, we're gonna go to high school now. Have you graduated high school, sir?
I mean, I have a master's degree. That's why I can
Oh,
say
he has a
it's better hard
master's.
for
What do you have a
you.
master's
Yeah.
in? We'd love to know.
Education, actually, special ed. That's why I'm really good at talking to people like you.
You're not really good at. I hope you're not a special ed educator because all you do is like pompously sit on your ivory tower. You're probably super
Oh, he knows
egotistical
ivory
to
tower,
them.
but he doesn't know how to use it right. That's cute.
Oh, I don't know how to use it right. See,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is why you're
Public
not a
special
good fucking.
education is not the ivory
You're not
tower.
a good special ed teacher.
Public special education is not the ivory tower. It's okay. You never went to the ivory tower, so I know why it's hard for you to get
Oh,
that.
see, look right here. Yeah, I never went to the ivory tower, but I'm still cooking your ass in this debate.
Okay. How's your loyal wife and loving children doing?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, I hope they're wonderful. Are they doing
Oh
really
my
well?
God, dude. Look, it's the soy out, ladies and gentlemen. We have a word for this. It's called the soy out when I've absolutely just mind blasted you. And
Yeah, so they're doing
you're
well?
coping.
Your
This is
wife,
cope.
and your kids are doing well in your house?
Bro, I don't have a wife and kids. I don't want a wife
Of course
and
you
kids.
don't. No, of course you don't, because that's losers have to give up and make excuses.
Bro,
Is that why you don't have a house too? Is that why you don't have a house too?
This is how it always ends with your types, man.
I don't even want a job. I don't want a house.
I do have a house, and I do have a job. It's talking to these amazing people. But
I like
here,
my
let
ears
me
smelling like belly
explain to
buttons.
you
I
how
like my ears smelling
what
like
you're
dirty
doing
belly
right
buttons.
now. You
Oh, I like
realize how
sucking dick.
cooked you were in an
You-
argument, and now
a
you're
faggot,
crashing
dude.
out.
You're a giant faggot. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh my
You'll
God,
always be a
bro!
loser.
You've hit the prime ascension of soy out.
Uh-huh.
How does
To the
it feel to
fullest,
hit
dude.
this level of soy out?
Probably
Imagine
as
your
good
wife
as when
hearing
you
you
take a
talk like
dick.
this.
Probably as
You
good as
talk
when
like
you take
this
a
in
dick
front of
up
your
the ass.
kids.
Yeah, I do. Right
What's
in
your
front of
kid's
kids, yeah.
name? Or no,
Yeah.
you know what? You don't have to answer that.
That's weird as fuck. What a weird pedophile you are, dude. Why are you asking my children's names?
Oh
What a
my
fucking
God, he's
weirdo
crashing
pedophile.
out.
Oh, it's 'cause he's
Everybody,
a white
put on
man.
your air mask.
The white crackers are pedophiles, of course. Of course, the white dude wants to know what my kids' names are.
Well,
Of
I just
course
was
the white guy wants
interesting
to
because it
know what
seems
the-
I don't think you have
weird,
them.
weird. Why do
I don't
white
think
guys,
you
why are
have
guys
one.
pedophiles at such a high?
I don't think
why
you
are
have a
white
wife or
computer
kids,
guys
sir. That's
such
why I
high-
asked. What's
Why
your
are
wife's
white computer
name?
guys such pedophiles?
What's your wife's
Weirdo.
name?
Weird. Why would you want to know my wife's name? What a
Because
weird
I think
fucking
they're
thing to ask.
fake, bro. I think they're
That's
fake
so
because you're a faker
strange,
and you don't know
dude.
how to actually engage in a
That's
conversation.
so weird, man.
I think
Why
you're
are white
actually
guys
like 19
pedophiles?
years old.
Why are white guys pedophiles at such high rates? Why are you guys pedophiles more than
Bro,
anyone in the whole
what?
country? By like such a high
Oh
margin.
my God, racist too. This
Why do
guy
you
is
guys consume the
unhinged.
most?
What's
No, it's just a
happening?
fact.
Imagine
a
an
fact.
educator using slurs. Yeah, I don't think you're an educator. I think you got
White guy's
caught
a slur?
lying.
Oh no, white guy's a slur. Oh no,
Where do
the
you
white
work,
guy's gonna
sir?
cry about being called white. The white guy's gonna cry about being called white.
Where do you work?
Oh no,
What
oh no.
what
Oh,
level
why?
of pre-education?
So the
What
faggot,
level
so
of
the faggot loser
education
can
do
try
you
to get me
teach?
to lose my job.
What
Okay,
level
yeah,
of
smart
education
guy.
do you teach, sir?
The same special ed classes you were in.
So you just teach every grade? That's a very
Yeah,
wide,
yeah.
diverse set,
The
man.
same one that you were.
Congratulations.
I know you were special ed at every grade. I agree, but the ones where they worked on your feelings
one was a good
and
one.
reading well.
Really?
Mhm.
Is that what you
Why-
do
why
as
do
a
you think-
special educator? You just
Why
talk
do you
about
think
your
white men
feelings and
consume
reading
more
well?
CP than
Bro,
everyone?
that's a crazy position. What?
What? Yeah, it pays really well. Isn't that crazy? That's
I'm
Democrat
sure.
politics for you. I
Good
love it,
wife
dude.
and
Democrat
kids?
politics.
Good wife and
Dude,
kids,
I get paid.
man?
I get paid six figures to work 9 months a
Imaginary
year.
wife
Thank
number
you.
1 and imaginary wife number 2.
Thank you, leftist. I love
Does everybody
working 9
clap?
months a year for 6 figures.
Does
That's
everybody
awesome.
clap when you take a shit, bro? That's how real
No,
your
why-
life sounds.
Why would
That's
they
how
clap
real
when
your
I
life
shit? Do you
sounds.
shit in front of people for them to clap? That's
Bro, I
weird.
think you do. I think you want a crowd when you
Why are you guys
dump a
really
load.
into child porn and pets?
Whoa!
Why are you guys into child porn
What?
and
That is
bestiality?
insane. More MAGA
no, that's just a
associated
statistical
people have
fact.
been arrested because of pedophilia, but that's a good
Right,
one,
right.
bro.
And
I
did
like
they look
that.
like you or did they look like me? Did they look like you or me?
I'm sure they looked like you and me, my friend. They're very amongst us.
No, I'm pretty sure my race has the lowest amount
Bro,
of
what's your
child
race?
pornography.
I didn't know
Why
we
would
were
I tell
going
a
into
racist
some
white
weird
person like
white
that?
racism.
Why would I tell-
you're-
why would I
it
tell a
sounds like you're a
pedophile
little
my race?
racist, bro.
Why
Sounds
would I
like you're a
tell a
little
pedophile my
racist
race?
towards white people, which, goddamn,
Why
give
would I
those
tell a pedophile
conservatives
my
something
race?
to actually fear. You know what I mean?
Why would I tell a pedophile my race?
Bro, I'm not a
Why
pedophile.
would I tell a pedophile?
I
why
think
would I
you're
tell
more of a
any of my
pedophile,
personal-
honestly. Like, you made up these wives and kids. You're imagining things. Like, I don't know.
Why
It
would
sounds
I
like
tell
you
a
have some
pedophile
real
anything
mental
about
health
myself?
issues, and as we know, people with mental health issues typically
Why would I tell
give
a
into those
pedophile anything about
predilections
myself?
more. So, please,
Why would I tell a
sir, seek
pedophile
help.
those things? Why are you attracted to children?
I'm not. Why are you? This is a
No,
great debate, by the way.
Yeah,
This
that's weird.
guy
That's
who was
weird,
talking about Nietzsche, he was talking about George
dude.
Washington.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, bro, I accidentally fucked up my speech, but Nietzsche, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. I have a rhythm to my speech. I know it's
Oh my God,
difficult to keep up.
He didn't know anything. How's the Amazon delivery job going, dude?
Bro, I don't have an Amazon delivery job. I'm not your wife's
Oh
boyfriend.
shit, are you unemployed again?
I'm not your wife's boyfriend, man.
Are you? No, we're not leftists. We don't do that weirdo.
No, you
polyamorous
do.
shit.
Think about it. The
No.
quartering just recently exposed. Huge rightoid.
What's the quartering?
Huge rightoid just got exposed for being a giant cuck.
What's the
getting
quartering?
railed. His friend Jeremy, who has a very checkered past, railing his wife. So I think it's actually bigger on the right than it is to the left, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what the quartering is.
Well, I will have you know, I think he's very representative of your movement.
Of white guys?
How many
Yeah, no,
times?
I think he is very
How many
representative of white
times
guys.
does
I
your
agree.
wife get railed today? Like, is it like one,
That's so
two?
weird. It's so weird how obsessed with porn and sex stuff you guys are.
Bro,
It's so
here we
strange.
go with the fake
Why would you
pearl
talk about that?
clutching.
Why would
Because
you
I
talk
think it's
about
funny.
someone's wife
I think
being
it's funny
railed? That's
that
a weird thing
I
to talk
think it's
about.
funny that your wife gets fucked by guys every day. That's
you think
why I
it's
bring
funny
it
to
up.
talk about other people's wives? That's really
Because
weird.
I think it's funny, bro. Have you ever heard
Yeah,
of a joke? Have you
thinking
ever heard
it's
of one?
funny is what's weird. Yeah. You
This
thinking
man
it's
thinks
funny is what's
fucking
weird.
George Washington never told a joke in his life.
Wait, you don't know who George Washington is, remember?
Yeah, man, I remember.
Yeah, good boy.
Oh, what the fuck? That was weirder than anything I've said so far. Good boy? Bro, are
Yeah,
you
you're a good boy.
are you homoerotic? Like, do you like gay sex? Sounds
What's wrong?
like you
Yeah,
might.
what's wrong? Yeah, what's wrong with being homoerotic, dude? Gays are awesome.
I
love
agree,
washing my
but
butt out to
I
make
thought you
love.
had a wife. I don't think your wife would be very happy with you calling men on the internet good boys.
No. You're being a good boy. It's true.
Oh,
It's
that's
just the
so
truth, buddy.
weird, bro. Listen
Yeah.
to him.
You're just being a good boy. No, I don't see anything wrong
I'm
with being
keeping
gay.
you on because
What's
people
wrong
are
with being
laughing
gay?
at you. That's really the only reason.
What's wrong with being gay, dude? I think it's
Nothing.
awesome to have to clean your butt out to make love. I think that's super normal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I know that every time I go to make
See,
love
and
to
now
someone,
he's gonna
I
get
lay
in a
down in the bathtub
descriptive
and wash all
scene
the
of
poop out
gay
of my butt.
homoeroticism. It's
Yeah.
it's like clockwork.
What's like clockwork? Your homoeroticism, you said?
Every time like you're getting cooked in a debate, and this isn't just you, it's like every rightoid. So
What
don't
is
feel
it?
too special.
Getting cooked? What do you mean getting cooked?
Start bringing up like sexuality and homoeroticism. It's very strange.
Wait, you're the one that's talked about how you're attracted to kids and want to see my wife.
Whoa,
getting married.
I never said that. Hold on.
That's so weird, dude.
Why did you say that, bro? Are you attracted to kids?
cool.
Someone check this man's hard drive.
No, this is weird. This is
No,
weird. I
no,
need to
you don't
get
want
off the
to.
phone
Wait,
with this
hold on.
pedophile.
Sir, why do you not want people to check your hard drive? Do you got a couple
Hey,
taxes folders you don't want people seeing?
Your mother's calling me. I got to pick up the call. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh, now we're hurt. Now we're hurt, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. I'm putting you on hold, pedophile. You can wait.
He thinks I'm a pedophile, but he's the one thinking about kids having sex. Strange. What's he doing? You think he's talking to his wife and his kids? Those real people? Poor guy. He's still here. He's just hung up. Like he's realized he's getting cooked, and this guy. Well, I hope he's doing well. His wife has probably called him. Can you bring? Oh,
Hey, you still there, buddy?
that implies that his wife is real. You know what I mean?
I missed you, buddy. How you doing?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like the soy out is just insane. What's up, man? How are you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Did you
What's
talk
wrong
to
with
yourself
soy?
a little
Soy's
bit?
awesome.
Did you talk to yourself a little bit?
Yeah,
Give
I
yourself
did.
a pep
Mental
talk?
health is very
That's good.
important. Why
I agree.
don't demean mental health issues? Why are you
I'm
demeaning
not.
mental health
I
issues?
agree. I
That's
think
so
it's
weird.
very important.
Right.
feel
So
better
why would
about
you demean
yourself
people
now?
with mental health? Why would you demean people with mental health issues?
I'm not. Why are you
I
demeaning
have
people?
serious. I'm not. I have serious mental health issues.
I do too.
Yeah, good. Then don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you for your mental health issues. I'm
Please
making
stop
fun of you
making
because
fun of
you
me.
originally were a pompous prick, but now I'm just kind of having fun making
I'm
fun
sorry.
of your cuckold wife
It,
getting railed.
it was. That wasn't me. That was Jonathan. He's just an alter in my system who's an asshole. I'm really sorry about that.
That's great. That's okay. Anyways,
I'm
Jonathan,
really sorry.
Jonathan,
Man, I hope he
buddy.
wasn't too mean to you. Shit.
I
Hold
don't
on.
think
Let
he
me get
was
one of my
mean. He was
nicer
fun.
alters.
He was way more fun to talk to than this pushover.
Wait, you want to talk to Jonathan again?
Is this like a little skit you play every night?
This is crazy. Most people never want to see him again.
Yeah,
Usually one of my nicer alters
you know,
takes
you
over.
realize that like dual personalities, they're very rare and they're not really even scientifically proven.
Wait, are you saying that you're calling me a liar? That my mental health issues are a lie?
Yeah, I think you are a liar,
That's
unfortunately.
ridiculous.
I think you lied about your wife. You lied about your kids. I think
That's
you do need
ridiculous.
mental health administration because people shouldn't feel like the need to lie all the time.
Yeah, well,
That's like a
you
major
make
red
people
flag. that
not
you
want
have
to go
some
get
mental health
help.
issues.
You make people not want to go get help, and that leads to the mental health crisis in this country. I'm shaking right now, literally.
Poor guy. Dealing with it. I don't know, man. Google it.
Hold on.
I don't know,
I'm getting
man.
one of my better alters. Hi. What's up? It's Cynthia.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, I
I'm
do
here to
think you got
protect
some
them.
issues, man. Anyway, Cynthia, Jonathan,
Yeah.
and I think it was Craig who called originally. Have a great
BLM
day.
forever.
Poor guy. Man, have you ever... I'm gonna fucking give that a highlight clip. You know what I'm saying? That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nishi. He was quoting Nishi. Anyways, we still have 2 hours left. Honestly, I might add another... I don't know. If we don't get a lot of callers back in. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It was like a complete soy out. A complete soy out, ladies and gentlemen. He was not happy when I brought up how statistically irrelevant the 50 is. What was bro blabbering about? Man, he was having a crisis, a mental health crisis. That's what that looks like. And that's why I advocate for mental health care. I mean, imagine how great that dude's life would be going if he had mental health care. Dumb trollish child. Oh no, that man had a wife and kids and a master's degree, man. What are you talking about? Education. Yeah, next caller has a high bar to jump, ladies and gentlemen. This one was good. Whoa, Rick. I'm sorry, but that's not true. The call was very entertaining. Yeah, it was like kind of a... He kind of just decombobulated in front of us. He was like trying to quote fucking George Washington and fucking whoever he originally said. And he was like... He wanted to go down this line of philosophical questioning that didn't really lead anywhere. And I think when he realized it didn't lead anywhere, that his point wasn't going to be made. And so instead of reframing it for us dumb chimp minds, he's soyed out and said that's too hard. And I think the reason it was too hard is because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And he's done this thing called fall in a meme hole. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I fight against meme holes every day, okay? It's hard to get yourself out of a meme hole. It's hard to get yourself out of a meme hole. Bro, got hit by Trump's discombobulating device he used in Venezuela? Yeah, dude. Fuck. I got along at first, then it turned ugly. Well, I think he was very upset when I said that we do use statistics inside of our reasoning when we make these types of decisions. And of course, he didn't want to talk about that. He said it's all morals. We all use morals. I mean, no shit. It's like, what do you think we're doing here? I mean, that guy might have been spaced out. You know what I mean? Liberal BS talking points. Yeti, I'm sorry I trigger you so hard. This is some fun music we're getting into. Biden himself said it? What are we talking about here? What did Biden do? Where did he touch you? Rick Charles crying. A dog and pony show together sounds fire? That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. Shit sounds sick. I'd watch a dog and pony show, of course. Let me see if there were any callers. No, nobody called in during that. They didn't want to disrupt the thunder. They didn't want to disrupt the thunder. Yeah, I think it's so embarrassing. That is a classic soy out. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there, if you guys are ever wondering, that's what a soy out looks like. I ascribe, agree or disagree. I want more freedom of speech. Amen. Thank you, man. Shout out to Bob. Uncle Joe may have liked sniffing heads, but he ain't on the list, bro. Amen. That's, dude, amen, Jitsam Industries. I agree. He ain't in the files. I think that is a good tell if you're a good person or not. If you're in the files, that's some bad news. Bad news, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if this is your first time to the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. We are 3 hours away from the end of our stream. I may have bit off a little more than I could have chewed, but we're going to see. We're going to see. You know, the unfortunate thing with these debates are, if MAGA doesn't want to call in, they're not going to call in. The host lost 90 IQ. No, where'd it go? Where'd my IQ go? Why'd they steal it? Where'd my 90 IQ go? Are they hiding it in some research bank? That'd be bad. Is that the end of the soundtrack? No. Alright, anyways, feel free to call in if you guys disagree. We are looking for those that still support this administration somehow, some way. I don't have a goal tonight. I originally did, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling... God, I don't like to... I do feel a little sick, unfortunately. It's probably nothing, though. I've never seen Rick spell R-I-K. Never, not once in my life. What a weird name. Hoping Americans wake up? Well, maybe. That's what I hope for, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I'm feeling better, so I should be fine. My hairline? Goddamn right, shaved it all off. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not like most of the alpha males right there and that soy out. Rick, what are you talking about? Why are Ricks such haters? What's up with the Ricks out there? George Michael. There we go. I'm sure he's very attractive. Poor Rick. Soying out now. Pressed about piercings. You know, if you guys are jealous of it, it's not that bad, you know? It hurts a little bit and then you'll be fine, guys. You can get one too. I don't know if MAGA's coming out to play. Oh, I'm not a pedophile like you, Rick. I'm assuming Rick was the one that called. Probably not, though. Probably not. That was fun. I enjoy conversations that get a little spicy. I know you? Where do you know me from, Rick? You did not go to school with me, Rick. I would have remembered some dumbass named R.I.K. Trust me. I would have remembered that name. Damn. Poor MAGA can't even act anymore. They're broken. Rick. I mean, I would have remembered a name like Rick. R.I.K. I would have said, that guy's a fucking idiot. Are you okay, Ricky? Why are you so obsessed with how I look? Is everything all right? What's going on, Bubs? Yeah, it's very embarrassing what they're doing. Joe Not Exotic. Shout out. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I hate pedos. Me too. I think they're disgusting. I think they should be arrested for what they do. Obviously. Silence and violence. Imagine trying to make money by live streaming low IQ debates for 20 people. Oh, poor guy. Hey, you know, MAGA is really hurt right now, and I only can have debates if people call in. It's very sad to see MAGA so meager right now. Honestly, I'm thinking about, I mean, if nobody comes in, it's kind of going to be a hard show to do. You know what I mean? You know, this is usually how Mondays are, but it was 420, so you gotta respect. Silence and violence sounds jealous as fuck, not gonna lie. That's very true. Don't be they ain't in the LGBTQ. No, sir. Get them the fuck out of they ain't in our movement, man. They're in the MAGA movement. That's where they are. They're in the MAGA movement. Anyways, we'll at least go for another hour. Because that'll be my usual stream time. And we did hit a bunch of... We did get a bunch of super chats earlier in my first stream. So we can have friendly callers call in right now. You okay, Ricky? What's going on, man? You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's watch some Asmongold. I'm taking unilateral control of the right tweet of the day today. We're watching Asmongold. I want to watch Asmongold, dude. He's such a loser. He's so fun to make fun of. Now he's lying to you. I did have a stream before this where I got a whole bunch of super chats because I have an amazing community. Have you ever thought of doing live reactions? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. We're about to live react to some Asmongold clips because he's fun to make fun of. He's like my #1 guy I like to make fun of in this space. Him and Nick Shirley. Him and Nick Shirley are a good combo. Yeah, we'll play some live reactions. For sure. Let me put away my homie. So we'll just have him dance on top. You like the raccoon alarm clock? That's good. What makes it a raccoon exactly? I don't know. Just sounded funny. Bro, I don't know Silence and Violence, but they ain't part of the LGBTQ, so if that's part of your weird movement, that's great. That's great to hear, but yeah, let's take a look at what's going on Asmongold's end. This game fucked me up. God, this guy is such a loser. I really do like making fun of him. No, we haven't, dude. Stop doing misinformation. The OnlyFans empire is done! I did a members only episode on Grays, and that's what it's from.
The OnlyFans.
Who's my favorite president? Probably Joe Biden. Big fan of him. Did some great things. Bro, I'm just gonna fucking... Soying out like that is so annoying. Anyways, let's watch why the OnlyFans empire is done.
Is collapsing? Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? God, this guy is so stupid, bro. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what the video says, bro. Yeah, that's what it says.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. He's just jealous because nobody wanted to Asmongold OnlyFans. Gotta go. I don't want to see that idiot. Take care. All right, Porgy. Good seeing you, man.
Currently, the media space has been dominated by how much some top earners are making on OnlyFans. But what hasn't really been discussed is how the company has lost billions of dollars in valuation in a very short amount of time.
Whoa, that's insane, guys. It's over for OnlyFans.
Just got even more messy because is now in a very bad situation after the CEO passed away. So essentially, you have one of the biggest platforms in the world, especially when it comes to that profitability per employee.
Bro, why is this guy such a... Bro, that is not... Revenue efficient. That means, like, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and that makes sense.
Oh my! OnlyFans is possibly the most revenue efficient company in the world.
I'd love to see how these numbers were got. By the way, he's just eating it cold, fucking, raw. But I'm sure these are
even comes
very
close.
Real evidence based.
Give me a minute before I'm ready for this. I gotta use the bathroom. That's a lot of fucking money. God damn. All right.
Oh God, what happened in that bathroom? Oh God, no! Unspeakable horrors were dispelled in that bathroom.
Relax, calm down. We're back. I wonder why it's so revenue efficient. Who could guess?
Employee metric that you've probably seen.
Asmon doesn't have any combo or, anything to add there. He just wonders. He's a real thinker of our time.
Online, and they just lost the one person running it, and almost nobody knew who he really was and that he existed.
He's 43.
So the dude,
he's young.
Yeah, we're trusting the guy with an Anheuser-Busch hat. That's great.
Never gave interviews. There's really no real footage of him online. And one of the only pictures of him online was the one from his LinkedIn that had no ties to the platform whatsoever. So that's a little bit interesting. But for years, he was quietly making billions running one of the most controversial platforms on the internet. But then, in just the last month, he passed away and left the entire business in limbo. So, I mean, to catch everyone up to speed here...
You're an Asmon viewer? Well, this will be great. This will be some... No, I think this man is disgusting. What happened with Asmon is the reason I hate him so much. He said a lot of horrible shit, but one of the most horrible things I've ever seen him watch is when he was reacting to transgender students, he said we need to take militant action against teachers.
I think that there was probably a plan. The guy had terminal cancer. He knew that he was crashing out.
Wow. So it makes kind of sense that he would take the money
He
out.
knew it. He probably locked this in a long time ago. Like, the people that were running it knew this was going to happen. He knew.
created in 2016
He knew. There it
by a guy named
is.
Tim Stoker.
There it
He
is,
was
ladies
the
and gentlemen. He knew.
youngest
Not
kid in
going
the
to
family
provide
from
anything
Essex,
else.
England. And he spent years trying to launch internet business after internet business and
God, just imagine. That's a lot of fucking drink right there. His insides will probably be preserved for the next 50,000 years.
had a whole lot of failures. And the guy burned through a whole bunch of his own money and goodwill from friends and family, to put it lightly.
Whoa.
But his dad, Guy, real name by the way, he watched multiple projects go essentially nowhere and had funded more than a few of them. So when Tim came back with yet another idea, he went, okay, here's 10,000 pounds, and that's the last one I'm funding.
Yeah, I think that's disgusting. But he's being serious. He's being serious. No, he was serious about that. And even if he's joking, he's got to realize he has a fucking shit ton of... All right, Ricky. You're being annoying. I want my libs here now. If you get a Trump dump, you know, maybe you can come back.
Did he know, though, that money became the seed funds, and the original structure was simple. Creators set a monthly price.
Oh,
Subscribers
geez.
paid it, and the platform keeps 20%. And I guess the creator walks away with 80%. Tim's original pitch wasn't necessarily focused on adult content, but the idea had been
What I
open.
think, that's also one thing that's true. People don't know this.
Wow. People don't know this, but only... Here, I'm going to guess what he says. I'm actually a bit of an Asmund soothsayer. So, people don't know this, but OnlyFans was actually originated for, like, creators, like, to basically pay money to see content. Like, kind of like a Patreon or something like that. Let's see if I got it.
But OnlyFans used to be for like photography and stuff like that. It wasn't always for sex work. It's just that all the hoes came in and they just colonized it.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't, I didn't guess he was going to be a little misogynist piggy boy, but yeah, that's an option too.
Since 2017. And from the start, it was a family operation in the early days, with Tim's brother, Tom, running the operations, and their...
It's a family operation. What is this? What's his point? What's his point?
Father, Guy, handling the finances. Guy, I guess, was just their guy and father. And that one...
Wow, that was a good joke. This guy, too. Funny, man. The guy that he's reacting to. Whoa, hold on, buckaroo. Are you allowed to tell jokes that funny? Are you allowed to tell jokes that funny?
Group, I guess they figured out the model faster than anyone else, and that showed up in some serious numbers, because in 2018 the platform was getting traction, but running headfirst into some structural problems. The payment processors that made it possible to, you know, actually collect the money from the subscribers weren't a big fan of the adult side of their business. And obviously,
I think that if you're a payment processor, you should not be allowed to decline payment for anything other than something that's illegal.
Wow, Asmund, real brave take. Yeah. If you, well, hold on now. I mean, maybe. It's like a brave take, man. Wow. Really working hard.
I think it's ridiculous that you have payment processors that are acting like regulatory services, determining what people can and can't do inside of a market. The problem is that, like, if, for example, Verizon, or like, not Verizon, Visa was okay with it and MasterCard wasn't, it would be okay because there would be a free market. But when all of the processors effectively act as a cartel, then...
Well, it's not a cartel. It's a business standard, bro. Brave
I think
take
they should be
there,
treated
man.
like one.
Whoa.
I think they need to be regulated. They need to regulate the fuck out of them. That's what I think.
I think. I don't know. No, it sounds like a business standard to not deal with certain types of money, right? And, like, you never know, because some things in one state might be illegal in another. So,
It's
I
ridiculous.
don't know about that one, man.
actually, you know, no payment processing means no business. Full stop. So, Tim sold it. And the buyer was someone that almost nobody had heard of.
I'm sorry, bro, but his, like, passing comments of, yeah. They do crack me up a little bit, guys. They crack me up a little bit.
And nobody would really hear of him for many years to come. His name was Leonid Ravinsky, who was born in Odessa, Ukraine in 1982.
I'm sorry. Oh, is this a Ukrainian conspiracy? Here it comes, bro.
Ukraine, I didn't know that.
It's coming down the pipeline. Get ready to bat it.
Family relocated to Chicago while he was still a kid, and he studied economics at Northwestern University and graduated in 2002. And from that point forward, he essentially built an entire career at, scaling internet companies while keeping his name almost completely out of circulation. And even after he became
Gotta fix the incels somehow, though? I don't think so, man. I mean, I think it's great that women have the ability to, they don't have to sign into contracts with some weird pornography agencies if they're in a line of sex work. I do think mental health is an issue, like people addicted to all sorts of things like masturbation. That's an issue. But you don't get rid of it by just limiting what the people can buy. You get rid of it by attacking the root issue, the root problem.
Became the owner of one of the most talked about platforms on the planet, a single photo of him made the rounds. The same one over and over, which was attached to a LinkedIn profile that described him as the president at leo.com. And, completely left OF out of the picture. So essentially what we know about this guy is he lived in a $19 million waterfront property in Miami.
Nice
but he
place.
gave 0 interviews. He made no public statements. He was, I guess, for every
What? Somebody wanted to be private in their life? Like our fucking Constitution? Oh, whoa! Whoa! Watch out!
practical purpose, someone who did not want to be found. What he was always doing, however, was running his own things, and he'd been building internet businesses since he was a teenager.
Imagine that. Imagine a guy that just likes making internet companies and running businesses, and he doesn't want to be a celebrity. He's like, okay, yeah, I just like doing this. This is the thing that I do. Yeah, fucking based, honestly.
There we go.
Teenager. And by his mid-20s, he'd built...
We like him. Now let's see what else happens.
Built and operated more than 10 websites.
What
developing
happens
a deep
to make us
understanding
not
in, I guess,
like 'em?
the mechanics of adult content or entertainment and how that whole payment structure works and how he can get that to work without getting banned. And since he understood how this industry worked, when he was presented with the chance to buy, he did so in 2018 for $30 million. And it's safe to say that was
something would just, I agree, something would just replace it. And I don't think it's good to like shy away from this type of stuff, you know? Like it's in our society, what we need better is just social media regulation, not media, but social media regulation in general. But also we need to address the root cause, which for OnlyFans is masturbation, addiction, and parasocial personalities. And there's ways you can address that by understanding your mental health and working on it.
Was a phenomenal investment for him because
look at the money.
Yeah, it's a very profitable company.
Gross revenue worldwide in billions of dollars. Look at that. Oh wow, 0.27 to 2 to 4. Oh man, it's a lot of fucking.
Asmon's just jealous he can't fucking post on OnlyFans. Because ain't nobody wanting to see this man.
Money.
2019, the platform processed around $300 million in total payments.
Yeah, well, I don't think I think core values isn't the best way to really address it. Because, you know, everybody has different values. But I think we all come to an agreement that, you know, if you're jerking it every day, bro, you probably got a problem. Not even every day. If you're jerking, like some of these people, you got to know, like, it's not good.
And cleared around $7 million in profit. Then a year later, that gross
and you got to be confident enough to go to a therapist and ask for help.
Payment volume hit $2.2 billion. Then by
I think we do it by, the way we address mental health is getting a public option. So that way everybody has a chance, you know, and it would include like one free therapist, meeting like every month or every couple months, you know. I think that's how we address it.
2021, it was approaching $5 billion. And none of these numbers were being announced, but the company files with the UK as required. But Leonid had no interest in turning any of these numbers into some massive press release like many other entrepreneurs would. But then came
because the moment that he does that, that's because he knows. The thing is, like, he not stupid, right?
Yeah, he not stupid. He's smart man. Smart man that build all sorts of equipment. Smart man.
Knows that what he's doing is like something that a lot of people don't agree with. So the more
right, we got to speed this up a little bit. Got any call-ins recently? No. Let me see what our viewership is at. A nice steady 11 viewers. Well, shout out. We love you guys.
The more that you talk, the more that people know about you. The more that people know about you, the more people are going to be mad about you. And it's like eventually there's a good, like whenever you're doing something that you're really not supposed to be doing, you should keep your head down.
Wait, why is he not supposed to be doing this?
You know,
this
don't
something
fuck with
to
the
be
gravy train.
secretive about.
That moment that probably told you more about OF than anything else, because in August of 2021, the platform announced it was going to ban explicit content. Now that was confusing to a lot of people because that kind of sounds like if Burger King announced it was going to stop.
He's not stupid. He good brain guy. Yeah.
Burgers. So why would they ever do that? Well, it makes sense a little bit later on when you get the full picture. But obviously, the response from the creators on their platform was immediate and very.
It was a whole uprising. It was
clear. So 6 days later, the ban was reversed, and I guess that just showed the creators that they're the product. They actually have the power here in this platform. Because at the end of the day, the platform cannot exist without the creators.
Well, what really happened?
Yay, us. Hey, hell yeah. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I really do.
Is that there were other alternatives. There's like Fansly, like there's like 4 or 5 other like places, Patreon, where people effectively sell content that's like OnlyFans content. So like you don't really need OnlyFans. OnlyFans is simply it's a middleman. So like it's easy to switch middlemen if you're not really providing any sort of like a value-added service. To me,
I think there's value added in OnlyFans, bro. It's a platform where you can, if you do sex work, engage and get your share of the money.
Yeah, exactly. Patreon is not porn. What do you think all those girls doing the cosplay Patreons?
Wow, what an oddball. They're all whores.
You fucking retard? You some kind of a retarded? Like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I agree.
You have a
with
retarded
that,
brain?
Jetson.
You need to unretard
That's a
yourself.
good idea.
Just stop it. Just stop thinking. Just listen.
And the consumer's paying for it. So the reason all this actually matters becomes a whole lot more clear once you look at the numbers, though. Because in 2024, they processed $7.2 billion in total transactions between the fans and the creators. OF's cut of that was about 20%.
Oh my God. Can you believe it? What? Horse! That's what we're going. We all know where this is going. We've been on this train before with Asmon.
That came out to $1.41 billion in net revenue. That is a behemoth of a company. But after expenses, pre-tax profit landed at $684 million. The entire operation ran by only 46 full-time employees.
46.
Whoa. Whoa. That's insane. We've never seen anything like... Oh, Facebook? Well, we've never seen anything like that.
Guys, ran a 7... Dude. I love it.
That is insane. And then Leonid's personal payouts track the platform's growth as you pretty much expect. Because in 2021, he collected around $284 million. In 2022, he collected $338 million. In 2023, he collected $472 million. And then in 2024, he collected $701 million.
Oh, man.
Which works out to about $2 million per day, every day, for the entire year. Which means the total earnings pulled between 2021 and 2024 were just under $1.8 billion from a company that he paid roughly $30 million.
That's a lot of money. Someone like Joe Rogan needs to reach out and make it things if that's... Well, I disagree. I think Joe Rogan does perpetuate some pretty bad ideas. Like, he believes it's all... your mental illnesses can be solved with psychedelics. That's why he was at the White House, because all Donald Trump did was say, we're going to invest, we're going to look, not even invest, we're going to incentivize psychedelic research for mental health, which it's fine and dandy, but he's cutting all the other options for it.
$1 million for. That might be one of the best investments of all time. But
well, yeah. I mean, he did a great job managing it and growing the company. He did an amazing job. It's obvious he did.
At the same time,
no, I agree, Jetsam. I agree. We should be addressing mental health.
The distribution between the creators is wildly uneven because, you know, you have this whole notion where a bunch of people would start an OF and make a whole bunch of money. But for the most part, that's not true. It's very similar to how Twitch is in a way. I don't really like drawing comparisons between Twitch, but you know,
You don't
have
like drawing comparisons between Twitch and OnlyFans? Yeah, you're right. Because in a lot of cases, you go to the ASMR section, it's the same thing.
Bro, I'm just gonna say, like, this guy's a little soy for basically. Can we be honest? This guy's a little soy for like bleeping OnlyFans.
It's just the way it is. What do you think all these girls are dancing around here for? What do you think's on that link tree? There certainly ain't Christmas ornaments. I'll tell you that.
a handful of top streamers on Twitch that make a crazy amount of money, and then the average streamer makes way below minimum wage, and that's the case with as well. But I mean, that's just a whole other topic for its own.
But that's not the case with OnlyFans. They only take a 20% cut, bro. Why are you bringing that up?
By 2025, Leonid was looking for a buyer. And it didn't take long for him to realize, selling this platform is going to be a challenge. Because on paper, I mean, the investment is insane. Over $1.4 billion in annual net revenue.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that hard to get somebody to buy OnlyFans. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think it would be that hard.
Margins that most businesses would consider borderline unbelievable, roughly 380 million registered users, and fewer than 50 people on payroll. If you strip the context and handed someone the financial statements, they would assume they were looking at some sort of tech unicorn that had figured out everything. However, the context is the biggest problem here. Because a large portion of the institutional investors, you know, the ones with the actual capital to do a deal at this scale, they operate under something called vice clauses.
What is he? Are we just watching the video right now? Asmin, say something, man.
Which are restrictions embedded in their agreements with their own backers that prevent them from putting money into certain categories.
This is like, there's all kinds of morality clauses and bullshit like this inside of business. It's very, very common. It's super.
That's the statement.
Annoying. I hate dealing with it. Everybody's a pussy.
And I mean, these.
What the fuck? Everybody's a pussy to having morality clause. Whoa.
Firms don't only use their own money.
My previous caller would have loved those.
They have liquidity providers or people who invest money into them, and they operate as a hedge fund, and then they deploy other people's money with the end goal of, you know, beating the S&P 500 in an annual return. And a lot of people just don't want their funds to go into, you know, investing in these vice businesses.
This is what a lot of the people, just to add a little bit of context, this is what a lot of the people want to effectively add, like supporting Israel onto one of these lists.
Prostitution is illegal in the US, so why does OnlyFans exist? That's crazy, bro. It's not the same thing at all. OnlyFans is not prostitution. It's basically they become their own pornographic director, so they don't have to share a split with 5 sweaty guys and all that.
Like, just so you guys understand, like, kind of like, because you see a lot of people talking about like divesting and stuff like that. This is tangential to that. It's inside of that same spectrum in that world.
Considers adult content, tobacco, gambling, and weapons. So regardless of the numbers, a lot of the most obvious buyers are essentially blocked from even writing the check. Then you have the operational risks, which are, you know, Visa and MasterCard. They've already shown that they could, you know, threaten to cut off payment processing for adult platforms. And this is exactly what pushed OF towards its failed 2021 ban. And since the platform is almost entirely reliant on subscription revenue, it has to go through payment processors that take somewhere between 5 to 10% in fees on top of the 2 to 3% fees from the most regular, you know, Visa and MasterCard, which is far above the usual 2 to 3% that most regular businesses are charged from payment processors. So obviously that is a tax on their margins, and now they're dependent,
which is unfair in my opinion, unless they can prove that these people, like, they're effectively getting squeezed. Like, this is effectively a 1930s mafia deal that has just been turned into a billion-dollar industry. That's what's happened.
Well, I don't,
and not only that,
wrong in
but there's also
thinking it's prostitution.
Sure. So the UK communications regulator, they hit with a £1.4 million fine in early 2025 for a weak age verification practice, which, you know, might not be the biggest deal for them financially, but it's a pretty clear sign of where this enforcement is going. And then,
MAGA is very much gone. They're gone. They've checked out for the night. Not gonna lie. Honestly, guys, I'll probably end this video and I'm just gonna head out. We got 2 hours left on the clock, but let's just get rid of that bad girl. I don't know. I'll make it up somehow.
You have that exit problem, because even if someone bought it, how do they eventually sell it? Like, taking it public through a stock market listing, that's essentially impossible under the current conditions. And there's also no obvious second buyer standing by, and the insane financials don't resolve the fact that this is an asset most people in finance don't really want to be publicly associated with. And I mean, if I was to guess,
why, bro? Why? Why do you think people care so much about it? I think he's putting a lot of weight into it being a vice business, not realizing that there are multiple vice businesses that make so much money for people.
That might be
The
one of the reasons why they
Hexeth
tried to
prayer.
stop allowing adult content on their platform back in
can end it off
2021
with
because
the
the whole
Hexeth
payment
prayer.
processors problem. So the asking price of the platform started at
I
about
got
$8
you,
billion,
Lakeside
and
It's a lot of
no
money.
one was interested, despite their insanely high valuation. But the firm that eventually emerged as, I guess, the most serious buyer was Architect Capital,
All
a
right,
San Francisco-based
Asmund, I'm gonna be honest. It seems like you just stole this man's content. I'm just gonna be frank. It seems like you stole this man's content.
with something like Patreon, rather than positioning it as purely an adult content site. Obviously,
Yeah.
OF is primarily an adult content platform, and the majority of the traffic and subscriptions and the money all comes from that.
Yeah, of
and without
course.
that core, it would just be a minor player when it comes to, like, you know, competing in the space of YouTube, Patreon, and Spotify. Now that
Hell
Spotify
yeah,
also
I
added
got you.
long-form content.
This is like saying that KFC should go and only sell cookies. Just because you get a cookie sometimes whenever you get a meal there, that doesn't mean they should become a bakery. Like KFC.
What?
He sells chicken. That's what it is. They sell chicken. And I guess the same way they sell breast
I
and thighs.
don't.
So does-
Oh. Why would you? No.
OnlyFans.
And in subscription models. But I feel
That's how
like
it is.
this might even be smaller than Rumble if they tried to play in the non-adult space. Also,
Give me a
fun
sec.
fact, since I'm mentioning Spotify, I was going to force to make a Spotify because some dude kept stealing my content and re-uploading it to Spotify. So if you want
Bro, makes sense. Look, think about stealing content. You got one of the biggest content vampires on the entire site sucking directly from you, bro.
want to enjoy my content on Spotify, you can do that as well.
know that.
I'll leave a link down below so you guys know that
I
it's
know
actually
they let you
me
upload
and
shit
not
on
the
there.
dude impersonating me.
No idea.
So if you want to leave a review there, that would also help me not get impersonated. But continuing the video, over the years, OF has genuinely been trying to build a safer work community on streaming services on any of these platforms, and being very inclined.
All right, yeah, I think this is cooked, guys. This man's cooked. He's hungry. He's too hungry. Can't talk about fucking politics. He's too hungry, damn it. Think about those KFC cookies. Fucking Asmin out here talking about those KFC cookies. Can't think about his fucking politics for one moment. Big to stupid brain. All right, what's the Pete Hegseth prayer? What's the Pete Hegseth prayer? If you guys are upset that I'm ending it a little early, just look to my earlier debates. I had a lot of fun people call in, so if that's something that, bro, what is this? Is it for Charlie Kirk?
I'd also be remiss if I did not acknowledge why that flag is at half staff. We lost an incredible American today. A dear friend of mine.
Charlie,
If you knew him, you love him. His name is Charlie Kirk. Taken by an assassin's bullet. Unfathomable. The only assurance
All right, guys, I'm
I
probably
can
gonna
take
head out.
is that I know he is with his Lord and Savior right now.
I'll let it end on this.
He has heard the words, "Well done, good and faithful
Oh,
servant."
the scene in Pulp
As I know
Fiction.
many of
hold on. Not that one? Okay. Pulp Fiction. We are Charlie Kirk. Amen. Never forget. Oh, okay. He said this. Pulp Fiction. Okay, here we go.
They call it Caesar 25:17, which I think is meant to reflect Ezekiel 25:17. So the prayer is Caesar 25:17, and it reads, and pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator
I'll see you
is
guys
beset
tomorrow.
on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And amen.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.